The investment business has become more competitive than ever. Although the analysts are extremely well educated and experienced in their job, the ability to deliver performance has never been harder. Fund managers are desperate for great investment ideas, and analysts are working as hard as they ever have to come up with those ideas. However, there is a disconnect between what the portfolio manager needs and what the analyst is delivering. I believe that disconnect is really the way the idea is presented to the portfolio manager. So what I've really aimed at is to point out to analysts, you do have to pitch. But it's not selling in the sense of forcing somebody an idea that they don't want. It's presenting the information in a way that they'll understand the opportunity. Portfolio managers will often state their criteria. Perfect example is I only invest in North American-based companies, or counter, I only invest in international companies. All of those criteria are fairly easy to match. But then we get into a little bit harder criteria. I'm looking for a good management team. I'm looking for a company that has a strong competitive position. I'm looking for a management team or a board with good capital allocation skills. Those are stated clearly, but it's not clear what they mean. The definition of that criteria is implicit. The portfolio manager believes they have a good idea in their mind what they're looking for, but just stating that you're looking for a good management team or a strong competitive position is not enough information. The most valuable analysis that a young analyst can do is look at the ideas that don't go into portfolios. By spending time understanding what it was that the fund manager didn't like about the idea and building a catalog of lists of stocks that didn't go in your recommendation as well as other analysts, I think you start to get a filter, maybe by exception, a filter of a sense of what the portfolio manager likes. One of the great fallacies I see among young analysts is that if the fund manager is asking questions, somehow I failed. What they don't realize is you want your audience to ask questions. Questions show or indicate interest, but they also tell you what that hidden criteria is. So I try to talk to young analysts and say use a shorter presentation style and force a longer Q&A. And a lot of analysts think they want to come maybe with a 30-page presentation. They get frustrated when they get interrupted on slide 2 or 3, and they don't realize that that's the fund manager really now trying to understand the idea. It's the fund manager showing interest, which is great. But it's also the fund manager telling you what their hidden criteria is. So by showing you what the hidden criteria is, you get a better sense of what they're looking for.